Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you check out mygreengear.com, jerichogreen.net, $3.99 a month. You get exclusive videos and so much more. Also, Venmo is GreenforGreen, Cashapp, $ Jericho Green, the number 1. And P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-999. If you want to send it snail mail style. So I am on the road this weekend. Took the kids to visit my mom. We're going to check out the water park with our friends. It's going to be a good old American time. But while we're having our good old American time, you know what will be in the back of my mind? You know what will be on the back burner? That this is not a recession. All right, you tax ID numbers, there's nothing to see here. Get your asses back to work. That's what they're telling us. They're saying, they're telling us we're not in a recession. We're living it every day, but you're not in it. Who are you going to believe, us or your lying bank account? So all of the Bidenist, pervertist cabinet members are telling us, no, there's no recession. What's her name? Janet Yellen, that worthless sack of wrinkled dog shit. Oh, I'm sorry, let me say that differently. That wrinkled sack of dog shit. She's wrinkled like a scrotum. And she's the one who told us a little while back that, no, it's not going to be inflation. Inflation is transitory. There's not going to be any inflation. Inflation's coming up on 10%. So, Jackass of the Year award goes to... So we're supposed to believe them now. They told us no inflation. We're fucking drowning in inflation. Now they're telling us it's not a recession, so we're going to believe you now? Because a recession is a decline economically across the board for 2 or more consecutive quarters. Guess what we just did? But they're saying, no, that's not a recession because look at the job numbers. Look at the low unemployment and the jobs we're creating every month. Hey, come on. Look, guys, you know me. I was educated in the public school system, so don't expect much from me. Not only was it the public school system, it was the California public school system. All right, but I do know this. I know simple math. And I do know that if inflation is high, meaning your dollar doesn't go as far, it's worth less, then I'm probably going to have to acquire more employment to make that money go as far as it did before inflation. Meaning, of course, unemployment is low because people are having to get more jobs to fight inflation. So yeah, there are few unemployed people because we had to go out and get 2 and 3 jobs, asshole. But that's how stupid they think we are. Oh, and check out the websites. I went to CNN.com. I went to NPR.com. They're all singing the same tune. They're all me, singing from that leftist hymnal. So when you go out there and you go grocery shopping and you come back home and you put the groceries on the counter and you look at them and go, shit, man, a year ago, that same $300 would have a whole lot more bags sitting up here. Don't believe that. That's not a recession. That's something different. Don't worry, they'll come up with a name for it, but that's not a recession. That's not inflation. What are you talking about? You think these experiences that you're living is real? No. Your lives aren't real. What they say is real. So if you got flames coming out of all the windows in your house, but they say, hey, your house isn't on fire, then I guess you better keep your ass in there because your house isn't on fire. That's what they said. Oh, it's not inflation. Yes, it is, you dicks. We are in a recession. Welcome to Recessionville. Because these assholes don't know what they're... I take that back. Yes, they do. This is all going to plan, according to plan, perfectly. How else are they going to get all of us to drive around these fucking jets and electric cars? How else are they going to get us to do this? They're going to make it unaffordable to drive gas-powered cars. And we won't go along willingly. They will force us. They will make it too expensive to live life the way that we want to live it. Unless there's a way. Unless there's a way to get them out of there. If there was some way that we would have like a chance to vote like in the middle of their term, that word's too long. Let's say in their midterm. That's a good idea. If there was a chance for us to vote them out in like a midterm, then that might save us. Then that might send a shockwave up their ass and get somebody new in there. If only we had midterms. And I wouldn't do it early in the year. I wouldn't do it in the middle of the year. I'd do it later in the year, like, I don't know, November. Get it out of the way before Thanksgiving, Christmas and all that stuff. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if we had these midterms that I just made up and we could vote them out in the middle of their term, say November-ish? Man, I wish it wasn't too late to have that right now this year. I wish this year we had midterms and we can vote these pieces of shit out. I'll think on that a little bit more. Maybe we can come up with something. But you're not in a recession, you fools. Why are you not in a recession? Because he said so. Remember, you would ask your parents something and they would say no, and you would say why, and they would say because I said so. Same thing. They are your parent. They are your ruler. They will dole out what you need. They will ration out. You need a little money, need a little somewhere to stay, need a little food. Here you go. They'll ration it out to you. They're in charge. They're in control. I could not believe that shit. They said we're not in a recession. Yes, we are living the exact definition of a recession, but it's not a recession. It's not what you think it is. Just because there's snow outside and there's a big old fat dude saying, ho, 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 that does not mean it's Christmas. And how do you know it's for sure? How do you know for 100% that we are not in a recession? Because Wyclef Jean-Pierre said so. That's right, the person who's doing a worse job than Peppermint Patty, you didn't think that was possible, did you? But she's doing a worse job than Sacky Peppermint Patty Sacky. She said, and Ducey, shout out to Peter Ducey. He dropped a Ducey right on her forehead. And he said, why is the White House changing the definition of recession? We're not changing the definition of recession. What are you talking about? They aren't scared. They are not scared because you don't lie and cheat somebody that you're scared of. You're not going to do that. Did anybody lie and cheat Debo? No, they didn't. Because they were afraid of him. So we're over here tucking our chains that our grandmama gave us because Debo's coming. They're not afraid of us. How can you sit up there and tell us a blatant fucking lie like that right to our face if you're afraid of us? Because they're not. They have no fear of losing their position. Look at Nancy Pelosi. Her life is in fucking vodka-soaked shambles. She ain't scared. She ain't scared to get voted out. She's been doing a shitty job since 1991. She's been doing a shitty job since New Jack City came out. So she's not afraid. Joe Biden's been fucking up for a half a century. He's not afraid. Mitch McConnell, those fake-ass rhinos. They've been in there for decades. They're not afraid. So why not lie to our faces? Why not lie to us like we're fucking toddlers and we don't know any better? Because they think we're not going to do anything. What the fuck you going to do? Voter, huh? Get your ass. You ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to fuck your whole life up and tell you I'm not. Right in your face. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to pull that lever for somebody new. You're going to get your punk ass in that voting booth. Or if you're in California, you're going to sit there at your living room or your dining room table and fill out your mail-in ballot, even though you didn't ask for it. And you are going to keep us in power, you little fucks. You're not going to do nothing. That's what they think. Obviously, that's how they're acting. There's no recession here. Yes, it's a textbook dictionary definition of a recession. But no, it's not, because I said so. Man, let me get the hell up out of here and spend time with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.